All right, hello. Welcome to our total body push workout today. It is going to be about 36 minutes long. We're going to be working through some time blocks today along with some EMOMs, so every minute on the minute. We will be going through 50 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest on the timed blocks. And then at the very end, we'll have a 40-second on, 20-second off block along with those EMOMs at the end, and then we'll go into that cool down. So not too bad today. Lots of upper body, a little bit of lower body makes that total body all in all a great workout. We'll go ahead and get started with a 3-minute warm-up. So we're just going to go heavy in the heels, coming up, squeezing those glutes at the top. We'll go ahead and use those arms today, just kind of get everything warmed up since we're going to be using our upper and our lower body for this workout. Nice job. A couple more here, and then we're going to go down into that hip hinge. Bringing those arms down to those shins, going into that squat, bringing that right arm up and left arm up and stand. We'll go ahead and do a couple of these here. Nice job. Couple more here. And then we're going to go into that reverse lunge. This time, we're just going to bring that arm across our body to the front leg. A little rotation here. Nice and slow, nice big deep breath here. All right, we're gonna go into those side lunges. We're just gonna sit back in those hips. Keep your chest nice and proud. We're gonna bring that right arm across your body as you lean into that hip. This will get our heart rate up just a little bit. Help us get us warmed up today. All right, nice job. We're gonna go into that hip hinge. We'll go into that plank walkout. And we'll add a little bit of a push-up here. So hinging at the hip, walking it down. You can go ahead and go down to those knees if you need to. Go into that push-up. And then you're just gonna walk it back up. We'll be here for just a few seconds. About 20 more seconds here. Nice job, you guys. All right, go ahead, grab a drink, bring it up. We're going to go into our first demo here. So our first demo, we're going to have 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're going to go into a reverse lunge to a single head overhead press. So what that's going to look like for 50 seconds, you're going to have one dumbbell on that right side. And all we're going to do, we're going to go back into that reverse lunge. And then you're going to come up overhead into that press. So 50 seconds of work there. And then we're just going to switch sides and do the right side and then the left side. So 50 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Go as heavy as you can today because we are going to have that 20-second rest. So we'll go ahead. We'll start with that right side. Bring that dumbbell up to your chest, nice and stable here. Keep your core nice and engaged. Going back into that reverse lunge. And then bringing that dumbbell straight up. Once that foot comes back to center. We're halfway. Nice job. 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna have that nice little 20-second rest before we switch sides. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. So 20 seconds of rest here, and we're just gonna go to that other side. So remember, the leg that is going back, that is the same side as your arm. Okay, so you're gonna bring that dumbbell up. We're gonna go in 5 seconds here. In 3, 2, and 1. We're just bringing it down, driving it up. Nice big deep breath here. Keep your breathing under control as you go into an overhead press. Anytime you bring your arm above your heart, you're gonna make that heart rate go up. We're halfway. Engaging your core, keeping everything nice and stable, really focusing on that mind-muscle connection as you go into that reverse lunge. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. 20 seconds of rest here before we go back into that right side. Grab a drink. If you need it, reset, refocus. Let's get set up. Bring that dumbbell up to our shoulders in 3, 2, and 1. Reverse lunge to that press. Nice big deep breath. A lot of times it's a lot about controlling that breathing. We are halfway. Just focusing on that breathing. And anytime we work one side at a time, we are engaging that core just a little bit more. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. 20 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna go to that other side. We got this. Let's get set. 5 seconds, we're going. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Pressing up. Keep your chest nice and proud. We're standing nice and tall, keeping our spine nice and neutral. We're halfway. This is about where it should be getting pretty tough. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Just making sure you have the appropriate weight is going to be everything here. Making sure that you're starting to really struggle around that 8th rep in any exercise. If you're not, then you're going to want to take a little bit heavier weight. We always have to be adding that weight, getting better, okay? Let's go ahead in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last time in this exercise after we do that other side. Making sure you're looking straight ahead, keeping everything nice and aligned. We're over halfway here. About 10 more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Whew. How's feeling that? All right, we're gonna go left side last time. We're gonna go in about 15 seconds. So let's get set up, let's get ready. Dumbbell comes to your chest. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Hang in there, we're halfway. This is our last time in this exercise. We got this, you guys. Stay strong here. Push through it. Hey, we say the change happens outside that comfort zone, so let's get a little bit uncomfortable. Hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. All right, grab your drink. We're gonna go through our next 2 exercises. This one's gonna be the same timing, so 50 on, 20 off. For this one, we're gonna go down to the floor. We're gonna go through a chest press with a bridge hold. So you're gonna grab those medium weight dumbbells, and all we're gonna do, you're gonna bring it down to the mat, keep that spine nice and close to the mat. Elbows are facing out. You're gonna bring those hips up, and then we're gonna go into that chest press, okay? So as you come down, don't let your elbows hit the mat. Just kind of keep them a little bit away from the mat to keep that resistance on your arms, or your chest. And then we're gonna have our chest fly. So for this one, you might need something a little bit lighter. And we're gonna keep our feet on the ground here. Palms are gonna be facing each other. Slight little bend in my elbow. Keep your head nice and straight, your neck nice and neutral. You're gonna bring these dumbbells out to the side and then bring them back together. So that big kind of bear hug here, we're wrapping our arms around that big bear. So just little slight bend in the elbows, and that is your chest fly. So we're gonna be alternating between the 2 of these. We're gonna start with that chest press and that bridge hold. Let's get it in that position in 3, 2, and 1. We're going. So 50 seconds here. We're gonna go nice and slow on the way down. So we're gonna keep a little bit of that time under that tension, and then we're gonna come up on that 1 count. So it's two counts down, 1 count up. We're halfway. Anytime you slow something down with strength training, it does make it a little bit more challenging because we are keeping that tension on that muscle, making it work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. If you're gonna go into a lighter weight, grab it now. We're gonna go into that chest fly. Feet are flat on the ground, palms are facing each other. We're gonna go in about 5 seconds. Let's get set up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and wide. Bringing it up nice and slow on the way down. And then that 1 count up. So 2 counts down, 1 count up. Nice big deep breath here, nice and controlled with that breathing. Making sure we're not holding our breath. We're halfway. Makes a big difference when you slow it down. You really start to feel that fatigue. We're gonna push through it today. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna go back into that chest fly with that, chest press with that bridge hold. We have 10 seconds of rest here. Go ahead and get set up. Bring those dumbbells up. Hips come up. And then here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in on the way down, pushing on the way out. We're halfway. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're going back into that chest fly. We have about 10 seconds to rest here. Keep your feet flat on the ground. All right, let's get set up. Dumbbells facing each other, sliping in those elbows, pushing my spine to the mat. We're going into that chest fly. Nice big bear hug here. We're halfway. You got this, you guys. Hang in there. Keep pushing through here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're going back in to that chest press with that bridge hold. Last time here. Keep those dumbbells next to us until we're ready to push them up in the air. Let's go ahead, bring those dumbbells up, push those hips up, and here we go in 3, 2, and 1. 1 count up, 2 counts down. Staying strong here. We're halfway. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. All we have left is this chest fly, and then we're moving on to the next block. We'll go ahead, lean back, catch your breath here. We're gonna go in about 5 seconds. Get those dumbbells up there. They are facing each other, palms facing each other, sliding in those elbows, and then bringing it out for that big bear hug. Nice job. All these push muscles today. We're gonna feel this on Sunday. We're over halfway here. We have about 15 seconds left in this block. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. All right, our next block, we're gonna shorten the time up just a little bit, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna go into that plank walkout with that push-up, just like in our warm-up. That's gonna be the first exercise. The second one's gonna be a tricep kickback. So all you're gonna do is take a little bit lighter weight here. We're gonna do that hip hinge, so hinging at the hip, elbows are tucked in, and I'm just gonna be driving those dumbbells straight back. The only part of my arm that's moving is the top part of my arms. My biceps are kind of close to my body. They do not move. Then we're gonna go into front and side raises. So sliding in those knees, bringing those arms straight ahead, and then straight out to the side. So with this one, your arms are pretty straight, but your elbows are not locked out. So everything's gonna be soft, and we're gonna go through 40 seconds of work there, 20 seconds of rest. So we're gonna start with that plank walkout into that push-up, just like in our warm-ups. We're gonna bring it down, hinge at the hip, going down. You need to come down to those knees. Drive those elbows back. So we're gonna go into that tricep push-up, and then we're gonna walk it back up. And we're just gonna continue to do this for the entire 40 seconds. We're halfway. This should feel pretty easy to you since we do this a lot in our warm-up. All right, you guys, bring it down. We're headed into that tricep kickback. Grab those lighter weight dumbbells. And then again, we're just gonna hinge at the hip here. So hinge at the hip, dumbbells close to my elbows. My elbows are close to my sides. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. So driving the dumbbells straight back. Again, nice and slow here. Only 40 seconds of work, and I will give you guys that halfway. Keep your spine nice and neutral. Make sure you're looking a little bit in front of you. We're halfway, but straight down to that mat. We never want to push, our spine in an unnatural position. So making sure we're not looking up or looking like straight down. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. So for this one, you might need to grab a little bit lighter weight, and a 5 pound, 7 pound, maybe 10 pounds is what you might need just to keep that form nice and solid. Slide in those knees, a little bit softer elbows. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So bringing it up nice and slow, and then out to the side. So up nice and slow, and then out to the side. And right now I have 5 pound weights. It is not a lot, but my arms are getting a little bit fatigued from the workout, and I don't want to sacrifice that form. So I'm going to go ahead and keep these. Nice job. We're halfway. Nice work, almost done. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna go into that plank walkout with that push-up. We have about 15 seconds of rest here. Catch your breath, stretch your shoulders out a little bit, move your arms. All right, we're gonna get ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1, hinge at the hip, bring it down to your mat. Come down to your knees if you need to, and then drive those elbows back, okay? We're going into that tricep push-up. I'm gonna keep doing these. We're halfway. All right, you guys, bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. All right, we are going back into that tricep kickback. We're going in about 5 seconds. Let's get ready. We're gonna hinge at the hip, keeping those elbows tucked in, and then just driving those dumbbells straight back. We're halfway. job. Hang in there, 10 more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna go into those front and side raises. So grabbing that really light weight. We're gonna go in 10 seconds. All right, you guys, slipen in those knees, always to protect that low back. Keep those elbows nice and soft. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. So front and side. Nice work. Keep your core nice and engaged, nice and tight here. Focusing on that breathing, just keeping everything nice and controlled. We're over halfway. You got this. Keep your chest nice and proud. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. All right, we are resting here. Grab a drink if you need it. This is a good time to grab a drink. All right, actually we are done with that set, that block. So we're gonna go into our next demo. We're gonna have 6 minutes of EMOM. So every minute on the minute. The first one's gonna be some dumbbell swings. We're gonna go through 10 reps. You're gonna take a heavyweight dumbbell. And with your swings, remember, we're not using our arms. All we're gonna do is hinge at the hip, okay? And you're using your lower body to drive that dumbbell up to the shoulder, okay? So just shoulder height here. That is your dumbbell swing. Then we're gonna go into an overhead tricep extension. So you can keep that heavier weight dumbbell. All we're gonna do is slipen in those knees. We're gonna bring those elbows close to our ears, and we're gonna drive that dumbbell straight up to the ceiling, okay? And then you're gonna go into alternate snatches. So with this one, keeping that dumbbell really close to your body, you're gonna bring it down to the floor, leave it here, and then you're gonna grab it, and then throwing it up to the ceiling, alternating each side. So 6 on each side. The overhead tricep extension is 8 total. I'll count you guys down. We're gonna start with those swings. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1, 10 swings, hinging at the hip. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. So we are resting here. We have 36 seconds of rest. So through that EMOM, whatever time we have left over after that exercise is done, that is our rest time. So the next one we're gonna go into is that overhead tricep extension. I think for this one, I am gonna have you guys kneel down on the mat just to kind of engage that core a little bit more, okay? So let's get set up. Plant those feet onto the mat. Bring that dumbbell up and over your head. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna have 8 of these. And because it's heavier weight, we're gonna keep it nice and slow here. We have a small rep range. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job, you guys. We have 34 seconds of rest here. So I did this on purpose. I wanted to give you guys a lot of rest with these because I do want you to go heavier. So we have a shorter rep range, longer rest. That is where we're gonna start building that strength. So make sure you guys are picking that appropriate weight choice with these. We have 12 seconds left, and then we're gonna go into these alternating snatches. We'll go ahead and put that heavyweight dumbbell down by our feet. Let's get ready. 6 on each side. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna alternate. So that's 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 3, right, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Last one here, and 6. Nice job. 20 seconds of rest before we go into those swings. So again, grab that heavy weight. We have a ton of rest here. We're going in 10 seconds. Those swings are next. Let's get set up. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hinging, bringing that dumbbell up to the shoulders. We're looking straight ahead. This is a nice, powerful movement. We're on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. One thing you always want to remember is when you're stopping those swings, don't ever just like stop abruptly. You want to make sure that you are kind of letting that come back down gradually. You're not pulling anything. You know, you don't want to put any shock to the low back, anything like that. We're going into those overhead tricep extensions. We're going to come down to the mat. Make sure those toes are planted. Bring that dumbbell up and over. We only have 8 here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice work. We are resting before we go into those alternating snatches. We have 30 more seconds of rest here. This is the last block. And all we have to do is just going through these twice. So we're on the end stretch here. We're going in 10 seconds. 6 on the right, 6 on the left. Let's finish this workout strong. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Right side. Left, that's 1. It's our last exercise of this workout. So making sure we are giving it all we have here. That's 3, 4, 5, come on, hang in there. Last 1, and 6, and 1 on the left. All right, whew. Nice job, you guys. We are done with our total body push workout. Hope you guys enjoyed that today. I will give you guys a little bit of a cool down here. We're gonna bring that right arm across your body. We're gonna stretch out that shoulder really good. Nice big deep breath, let that heart rate come down. Let's switch arms, bring that arm across your body. Push it closer to you with that right hand. We're gonna bring both arms behind us, put those hands together, stand up nice and tall. All we're gonna do is stretch out that chest. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna bring those arms up to the sky here, and we're gonna bring that right hand down to that left toe if you can. Can't get down there all the way, just bring it down into that shin. Stretching out that lower back. Also that chest by bringing those arms up and slightly back. All right, you guys, we're gonna bring it down to the mat. We're gonna grab that right leg, bring it up to our chest. Nice big squeeze here. Give yourself a big hug for that great job on your workout today. Put that right leg across your body, right arm out to the side. That lower back Make sure that you stretch that out really good. Keep it nice and loose. Bring that left leg up. Nice big squeeze here. Bring it across your body. Left arm out to the side. All right, come on up. We're going to do one little stretch here with a hamstring, just because we did do some reverse lunges. We're going to bring that heel to the mat, swiping in those knees. We're going to hinge at the hip here, and you're going to just have that little stretch here in the back of that leg, that hamstring. All right, left leg swiping in that knee, kind of hinge down a little bit. You'll feel that little stretch. All right, come on up. Nice job, you guys.